All right, so we ended up pre-ordering the MacBook Neo so we can get firsthand experience, an unbiased experience, so we can test it and talk about it with you. But before we do that, let's talk specs. There are currently two options available where the base starts at $599 and the upgraded one is $699. For our testing, we opted in for the base model, which we will be covering here. For specs, the MacBook Neo comes with an Apple 6-core A18 Pro CPU, which also has 5 GPU cores and is capable of hardware-accelerated ray tracing. Not only that, it also has a 16-core neural engine for AI tools like the Apple Intelligence, now included in all Apple devices. For RAM, the MacBook Neo comes with built-in unified 8 GB for both the base and the upgraded one. And as for storage, it has a 256 GB SSD, which is also built in. If you opted in for the upgrade, yours will come with 512 GB instead. The screen is a wonderfully looking 13-inch LED backlit display with IPS technology, with a resolution of 2408 by 1506. The brightness of this screen reaches up to 500 nits, which is good even in shaded outdoor situations. Right above the Liquid Retina display, we get a 1080p webcam. So I'm recording off of the new MacBook NEO camera, 1080p, of course. And this has 2 microphones, I believe, and let me know if it sounds okay and if it looks okay. I think it works. It's good. It does things. Yeah. Good job, Apple. Powering all of this is the 36.5 watt-hour lithium-ion battery, which Apple claims to last about 16 hours during mixed use. For internet and Bluetooth, the MacBook Neo comes with Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 6, so you'll be able to connect anything that you want to it. All right, now for connectivity. The MacBook Neo has 2 USB Type-C ports on the left side. These ports are not created equal though, with one being 3.0 with speeds up to 10 gigabits per second, and the other only being a 2.0, which can only transfer up to 480 megabytes a second. Not only that, only one of the ports, the USB 3.0, supports display output, which supports up to 4K 60 Hz. Now there is some good news, and that is that both ports do support charging the MacBook, so you can still have access to the fast port while charging on the other one. Now on the same side, closer to the front, we get our 3.5mm headphone jack. And that thing that you see next to the jack is not an SD card slot. It's actually one of the speakers. And if we look on the other side of the MacBook, we can see the other speaker. Yes, this is a dual side firing setup, but that is all we get when it comes to ports. All right, so sure, it's not the bassiest computer in the world, as you can see, but it does get pretty loud. I'm actually talking pretty loud right now. The microphone's right here, and it's picking up significantly. And as soon as you put it down on like a table, the bass kind of goes up a little bit because of the, I guess, the vibration. But I'll tell you what, it's pretty good sound for such a small computer. So, it's very surprising. They stuck the 2 speakers, one on the left side, one on the right side. And they're actually, yeah, they work. They're good. To interact with your MacBook, you get an elegant Magic Keyboard, which matches the color of the MacBook you chose. Now, the difference from the base model to the upgraded is just the fingerprint sensor. So if you don't usually use that, then you aren't missing anything. The keys feel easy and nice to type on. They aren't too big or too small, and they're very nicely spaced out for regular typers. Now, the trackpad is good. Just keep in mind that this is a traditional mechanical trackpad, meaning that unlike other MacBook models, it does not have the haptic force features, which can honestly make it feel less premium. But remember, this is Apple's budget entry. So for what it is, it's actually really good. So you get all of this in a package only weighing 2.7 pounds. So if you're the type of person that's always on the go, like a student or worker that's constantly traveling, this laptop is perfect for you. All right, so that being said, this MacBook runs off of macOS, which honestly to me is the selling point of this whole product, because it's not like other computers where they're gonna be running Chrome OS, which limit you. No, this is legitimately macOS. So you'll be able to have access to the same softwares, the same applications that you would on any other MacBook product in the lineup. All right, now for my concerns. When it comes to the charging ports, or the 2 USB Type-C ports that it has, The placement of the high-speed port is not ideal because most of us will probably plug in our laptop to charge on the furthest port from us, not the closest port from us, which then eliminates us from using that high-speed port. Now, of course, once we know this, we could make sure that we don't do that, but initially, if we don't look this up or if we don't actually do the research, we're going to plug it into the one closest to the edge, right? The keyboard. The keyboard feels great. The only thing that I don't like is that it's not a backlit keyboard. Now, we see backlit keyboards around the same price range from other manufacturers. So something as simple as like adding a backlight to a keyboard, I feel like should have been included. Definitely if you're marketing this as like an on-the-go laptop where you might need to work where there's dimmed locations or little light. All right, now let's talk about who this product is for. They are targeting students. How do I know this? Because you actually, as a student, get a $100 discount from any of the two choices that you pick if you qualify, which means that now the base model becomes $499 and the upgraded model becomes the $599 that the base model would be. This actually makes a lot of sense because this product is perfect to do homework and work on your spreadsheets and all that simple but important workflow, which also means that this product is perfect for work from home individuals, right? Or on the go workers or anybody doing some type of office work. It is perfect for you. Now, here's one of the best things that I think that is coming out of this is that for the longest time, the reason why people don't really get into the Apple ecosystem, yes, they buy an iPhone, but they don't buy any of the other products is because they're super expensive. So this is going to be an affordable option for you to actually join the Apple ecosystem. So if you're a student that wants to switch from Windows to Mac, or if you're an employee that has the option to switch from Windows to macOS, now you can do that. And it's not gonna cost you a crazy amount of money. All right, so I hope that this video gave you a little bit more of an insight on the MacBook Neo. If you wanna pick one up yourself, I have it tagged here on YouTube, so you can actually just buy it directly from this video. I'll also leave some helpful links down in the description below, so make sure that you check those out. Let me know down in the comments below if you are thinking about getting this laptop or if you already pre-ordered one and it should be arriving soon. For now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one.